Hi, this is Sam Harris again, and this is the second video where I'm going to show you how to take that FAA tracking number and enter it into the PSI system so you can register for a test, which if you're registered for private pilot or for the AGI or any other FAA test is now the way you have to do things. So I'm going to take a moment to share my screen with you, and I'm going to bring you to the PSI website. There is another website in addition to PSI. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not really all that familiar with PSI, but I think they're the biggest, so that's the one. Note that the website address you're going to is https FAA.psi, that's Papa Sierra India, exams, all one word, psiexams.com/FAA/verify. It'll bring you there. You'll get to the Privacy Act statement. You'll get to verify your eligibility, where you'll enter in your FAA tracking number, your first name, and your last name. I'm going to pause the video here so I can enter all that in. I don't want you to see my information. I'm going to enter all that in, and then I'm going to hit continue, and I'll unpause the video on the next screen. Okay, back with you, and I'm sharing my screen again here. Okay, so I made it through. I click I agree, and now it's going to list me, Samuel Reuben Harris, and I'm going to enter in my email, username, new password, and confirm that password. So let me pause the screen again, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, back with you again. I made it through the last entering in a username, getting a new password, and conforming to all the rules, and it takes me to the email verification page. You should go ahead and continue that, but for the purposes of the demonstration, I'm going to say skip this for now. So now it's going to come time to sign up for one of these tests, right? And this is going to be based on where you are. So not where you live, but where you are right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter in your date of birth, phone number, city, state, postal code, country, citizenship. And it's going to ask you if you're retired from the military. I'm going to say, even though I am retired military, I'm going to say no. So right now I'm going to enter in all that information again, and I'm going to pause the video, and after I hit register, I'll meet you on the next page. Okay, back with you again. So I made it through all that. Just a side note, I did enter retired military because it occurred to me that I might need to take a test in the future, but all it did was ask me to verify it. And then it takes me to the next page. And what the next page is it's telling me what exam I want to select here. So I'm making this for all of our teachers who want to become advanced ground school instructors. So I'm going to go to the G's. There's F, there's G, and it says ground instructor advanced and ground instructor basic. You should pick ground instructor advanced. They're both the same test. It's both the same test prep. The difference is 20 questions, but the difference between an advanced ground school instructor and a basic ground school instructor, other than the 20 questions of the test, is the fact that an advanced ground school instructor is also qualified to teach commercial pilots as opposed to just private pilots. So I am going to go here, selecting my screen. I'm going to pick select advanced ground school instructor. It says, please ensure the exam is the exam you wish to take. If you select the wrong exam and pay for it, you'll not have more than 24 hours to cancel. Okay, so I picked ground instructor advanced AGI. Confirmation, please confirm that you've selected that there are no refunds. Okay, I'm going to say yes. And then it's going to take the exam date collection information. So it says, enter the number of attempts taking this exam. Be sure to include this. If this is your first attempt, enter 1. So that's what I'm going to do. And then it says authorization category. Your authorization must be valid prior to your testing. If your authorization is invalid at the time of testing, you will not be able to test, and no refunds will be given. Please ensure your authorizations meets the eligibility requirements. And the eligibility requirement for the AGI test is that you sign up for it. You're not required to have anybody sign off. So select an authorization category. I'm going to say none since I don't need it, and then I'm going to select continue. And now it's asking you if you need an accommodation. I'm going to say no because I don't. And now it's going to start to zoom in on where we are. So to provide, read the thing, to provide the consistent experience for all applicants, they're administered at an approved testing center. Says you have to arrive at least 15 minutes prior. And if you're more than 30 minutes late for your appointment, you're not going to be able to test. It also says take care of personal needs. And it talks about what you need to present. So you need to present current identification, photo, date of birth, signature, residential address. These are all on driver's license. U.S. citizen or resident alien. It's always a good idea to bring 2 forms of ID. The other acceptable ID, of course, being a passport. Foreign applicants, if you happen to be foreign, you have to present both a passport and a secondary form of government issued ID. If you're not able to meet the above requirements, check out this FAA matrix. And then it talks about materials that you can bring to the test, basically nothing. So you say that you agree and understand. It already knows my postal code because I entered that. It's going to look for around 50 miles. I'm going to choose a date range. The date range that we've told everybody to look for around these parts is June 1st. So I'm going to say anywhere between May 25th and June 1st, and I'm going to search. So what it's been able to come up with is these are all times that are available at the testing center. This testing center just happens to be Embry-Riddle. There's also Phoenix East Aviation. And these are all testing slots, Sunrise Aviation. And what you can do is from this point on, you would go ahead and pick one. So let's just pick one. And then it's going to set you aside for that particular exam. I think if I go any further, it's going to start involving credit card numbers and things like that. So right now it's, I'm going to pick that exam. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the page and I'm going to say schedule. I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you here. And I'm not going to go any further because I don't actually intend to take the exam. But I did want to provide that video as a way that you all could see of getting through this. So you can always call me. My number is 813-957-6156, and we can share your screen and I can help you get through it. But in the meantime, please use this video as a means to help you get started. All right, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Take care.